Okay, so before I get this video started, I am filming this the day before the trailer is released because I wanted to give my last guesses, my final guesses for what I thought the trailer was going to be. And obviously, like, once I pull it up on YouTube, it's going to say, like, this season of Dimension 20, blah, blah, blah. So that kind of, well, that definitely gives it away. So I wanted to talk about what I thought it was going to be because I definitely have some ideas. So after Never Stop Blowing Up premiered, I did go back and watch the like 5-year anniversary dropout thing, and it specifically said in that I double checked this. It specifically said 3 Dimension 20 seasons were coming. So it had Fantasy High Junior Year, which we've already had, obviously, Never Stop Blowing Up, which just finished, and then Dungeons and Drag Queen season 2, which is what I think this is going to be. Now, I have seen some people speculate that it could be a court of Fae and Flowers, which I would absolutely love because I love that season. The like teaser thing we got looked like sand or something kind of like blowing away, and the emoji they used was a leaf. Like very, very simple and like keeping it close to chest, obviously, compared to like when they would give us like 3 emojis or something, we could actually try and like guess what it is. So I definitely think this is going to be Dungeons and Drag Queens just based on that being the third season that they had teased previously in the Dropout 5-year anniversary video. If I'm wrong, I'll be excited to be surprised because I mean, then we at least know that like Dungeons and Drag Queens is coming. So it'll be exciting that like there's a new thing out there, but I think that's what's going to be. The main thing is I don't think it's going to be Brennan DMing. I think it's probably going to be a Bria, maybe someone we've never seen DM before, but Brennan obviously in Never Stop Blowing Up, Izzy was like 8 months pregnant, so I'm assuming that the next one would be when he's on paternity leave and everything like that. So I don't think he's going to be the DM. So I think it's going to be a Bria, and I think she's going to be a great Dungeons and Dragons host. I will laugh my butt off if in the next second, because it's going to be the next day for me, but if the next second in this video is me being like, so I was wrong. But as of now, I'm thinking Dungeons and Drag Queens, definitely. Possibly a Bria would be my choice for DM, but I think more likely than not Brennan for a DM. So, future me, take it away. I was wrong. I'm staying and I was wrong. And I'm singing the staying wrong song. Never in my wildest dreams did I even consider Misfits and Magic being an option. I literally talked about every other season basically that Abria had DM'd aside from Burrow's End because I was like, surely that all kind of wrapped up very nicely. And I was so confident in myself that because they had announced Dungeons and Drag Queen season 2 that I mean, obviously Abria is perfect for that, and it would have fit perfectly with Brennan being on paternity leave. All I can say is I played myself. I played myself, really. But I am still really excited. I love Misfits and Magic. That was one of the first seasons when I was really getting into Dimension 20. So I actually think it was one of the first that I watched, like, live, like, as it premiered, which was wild having to go from, like, watching a whole season in like, a weekend if I wanted to then having to wait a week in between for, like, every single episode. But little did I know that was going to become my life. So I never would have guessed this, but I'm so excited. I saw that they like posted their profile picture was Abria as a DM. So you know the confidence I was feeling when I saw that earlier. I was like, I nailed that. Now I just need Dungeons and Drag Queens. And everyone was like, oh, like it looks really good, but like her makeup, like she definitely have lipstick and like more makeup for a Dungeons and Drag Queen season. And I was like, oh. So then I saw this Misfits and Magic and I am so excited. The four of them, Whitney, Kay, Evan, and Sam, are one of my absolute favorite like core group members ever. I think they're so funny. I believe this was actually the first season Misfits and Magic that they filmed like once you could actually be back in the dome with COVID stuff. So it's been a while. They had the holiday special, which was really, really fun. And it was also like, there were so many firsts now that I'm remembering it with Misfits Magic. It was the first that like I watched live that like I had to wait for episodes. It was the first I had watched with Abria DMing, but it also was the first introduction we got to Abria DMing for Dimension 20. I actually think, right, wasn't it like Summer because she also happened to be DMing EXU at the same time? And like the odds of that were incredible, but like this amazing person was DMing 2 amazing campaigns at the same time and we were just so lucky. And she's also the one that kind of started the whole process of like what Dimension 20 is now in terms of like visuals. Like she's the first one I think that used like projections on the dome, and the first one that I think used props with the wands and everything like that. So it feels like, I don't know, like this senior that graduated and made this school so cool and better is coming back, if that makes sense. And I'm really, really excited because she's bringing 4 of her awesome senior friends. I really, really love Misfits and Magic as a whole, the first season, and then the winter special, the Christmas special they did for it was really, really fun. I think the only thing that made me sad was a lot of the couples broke up in it, which I, as a hopeless romantic, I love for all my couples to stay together forever and ever. So I know Whitney and his girlfriend Cleo broke up, and then Evan and Kay were not on great terms. It was kind of about like how like this is high school love and not like a forever love, which don't tell that to my delusional self because I want Evan and Kay to be together forever. So I'm really excited to see them back and see what the story's gonna be about. And like I said, it was just such a happy surprise. As much as I wanted to be like right about Dimension 20 and being at Dungeons and Drag Queens, I can wait a little bit longer and be surprised that this is like not something I ever thought we'd be getting a sequel for. So yeah, I'm really excited. So yeah, let's check out the trailer. When was the Christmas Misfits and Magic special? 'Twas December 15th, 2021? That can't be right. That can't be right. That can't be right. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to stop talking about it.
For centuries, the seeds lay still. The knowledge held captive.
What the? Lou. She has such a good storyteller voice of like, especially in like Burrow's End and like anytime stuff gets serious, which I know this is like, Misfits and Magic is more of like the fun kind of joking around, but it got serious. It also does have one of my favorite Dimension 20 moments ever, and one of my favorite Brennan moments when Evan is like trying to say like, you know, you should really concede, like I can't control what's gonna happen, my powers are so strong, like what's gonna happen to you is not in my control, and I'm giving you the choice to walk away. And if you don't walk away, that's fine, but know that that's your choice. And he's like, what do you want me to say to your family if you don't concede? It's like, I just remember being like, oh my, like I had never heard a line that went that dark and that deep in such a like tiny amount of words, you know? No, that's not true. I simply refuse to believe that. Evan. When he gets into Evan's character, you can just tell. Excuse me? Hi, Magical Misfits! I was gonna say, are they sitting in a different order, but I think they're just closer to each other, right? Because it used to be Sam, Evan, I'm saying their character names. It used to be Sam, Brennan, Lou, and Erica, right? I think they're sitting in different orders now. She's got the K hair too! I don't know if it's gonna be fun, guys. Oh my gosh, look at the... I don't even know what I just did in my computer because I was so excited. Look at the little, what do you call that? Like, it's like puppet art, right? When it's like you're moving it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, so that's like Evan's holding Sam. That's interesting. And then Whitney Jammer seems to have no broom whatsoever. Like, can he just fly on command now? Evan. Yes. You have 3 contacts in your phone, and it doesn't have a screen. Oh, what the? Is that a piece of bread? Do you see what I mean? Of just, she like just, she always just like brings it. Like, there's always something that added that it's like just wild, and then it changes the dome forever. And I love like the way her mind works, the creativity. Oh, where did that come from? They'd fail. Yeah. Oh, I thought we knew that. Yeah, I thought we knew that. Oh. Who's this? Because this isn't a British person. Unless it's a Bria talking to them. What is this? This looks like planets. Are you in like interplanet dimension? Aww. Who is this? Brennan, that's his game changer face. That's so cool. They're holding on. Oh my gosh, the props, man, the props. Two.
Listen to the wind. Something's on the way. Can you feel it?
I'm trying to see if like they put audio in the wind or anything like that. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. September 20th. I'm freaking out. It looks so good, guys. I also love that we know Lou has short hair because he cut his hair to put in a literal Kingston doll. If you're one of the 100 people that got that, I aspire to be you. Just know that. That looks so fun. I really feel like I'm nervous though about like it's been 3 years since we saw them. Like, are they still together as a group? Like, have they gone their separate ways? Because it seems like they each kind of have a thing that they're doing. Like, Jammer maybe went out on adventures. Evan, I truly do not know what Evan's doing if you asked me. Sam is auditioning for Britain's Got Talent. Like, I just feel like there's like so many options of like, I really hope they're still friends because it's like that's what it was all about. You know, it's like Goat on 3, House on 6, Family on 9. Like, you can't break up the Goat House family. So I just feel like I really, really hope that they're still like close and together and this is just kind of like a new adventure. I don't know who that person is that's telling them like, oh, you have to go to the storm and like convince them. Like, are that like, did something happen? Because as far as we knew, like them succeeding in the magical aspect of it was supposed to show that like, oh, like people who are not magical should be able to learn magic and like they should be able to come to the school. And I thought that was what was going to start after they got rid of the headmistress that didn't want that to happen. So it seems like it's still only them. I do like that they didn't seem to know that like they were the worst choice. And I was like, no, you guys were set up to fail. I mean, maybe being set up to fail is one thing, but then also understanding like, oh, we picked you because we thought out of everyone who would fail, you'd be the most likely to. Is a kick in the pants on top of everything else. I guess that would upset me a little bit more, but I just felt like we kind of knew that like it wasn't supposed to be a successful story by any means. So I'm really curious to see like this, the storyline of it definitely seems more like intense, more dramatic of like instead of just like being at the school and kind of surviving, which in itself is intense. I don't mean to take away from that, but now they have this thing where it seems like only the 4 of them can do to save, you know, the magic land and the other land because people who are not brought up as magic users need to learn magic. And also Kay, maybe related, maybe unrelated, was saying like bring him back, which to me is Evan, because it's like Evan I feel like could definitely still be taken over by like the bad things inside him. Like he's still cursed, I'm pretty sure. Like maybe they lifted the curse, but I feel like the, which we kind of saw in the Christmas special, the vibe of being cursed and the worst thing always happening to you and the survival instinct that comes with that doesn't just go away once you're not dealing with that. So it would be interesting if something happened like that and, you know, he's kind of back to being his just off the wall self. But again, I feel like that's just kind of him, you know, the guy who's going to order at a bar whatever comes in a glass bottle so he can make that a shiv. Like that's just his vibe and we love him for that. So I'm really excited. I just love every time Abria is in the dome because she always just does, she ups the level of it while also being like the most comforting and welcoming. Like she's like, listen, I want to rock your world and like make you feel so emotional and give you the hardest things you have ever done, but I also want you to see you succeed in that and support you in that. And I just think that combination is like just amazing. So I'm so excited that we're getting Abria back, but also that we're getting like these characters, because I guess the thing is I haven't thought about them in so long, right? Just because there's been other seasons, other characters that more recently I've fallen in love with, but like I forget like just how much I love the core 4 of them. Like Sam telling Evans, one of like Evan's things that like the contract's invalid that they made because he's a minor. Jammer with his whole like supportive thing of like, you know, like him and Evan being best friends, Evan and Kay and their cute little date and their relationship, and Sam and Kay, like just all the connections between them all are just so cute, and I'm really excited to see it and see like where they've grown. I think the time period is really interesting too of like that kind of, I guess they would be like, I'm assuming like 18, maybe 20, where it's like you're an adult by the technical definition, right? But you don't feel like you can make any like, right, like, you know, you still feel like it's that time of like, I still feel like a kid, and but everyone else is telling me, hey, you're on your own, good luck. And it's like, wait, this is the first time that I've been set up without any kind of safety nets for a lot of people, and it's like that kind of, I'm an adult, I feel like an adult, but I also feel like a kid, and what kind of like age is this? You know, I always say like the 20s are like your second teenage years, because it's like when you're a teenager you think, oh my gosh, I'm an adult now, and when you're an adult you're like, oh my gosh, I'm an adult now, but really you're just like, please help me. So I think it's a really interesting time to explore in their lives, and I think they always do such a great job with these characters. So to see where they are now 3 years later, I'm nervous, like I said, that they're not going to be friends and they're going to have to kind of get back to being like that. My, like, one of my least favorite tropes, honestly, in like sequels is like when everything ends good in the first movie, everyone's happy, everyone's together, and then like in the sequel, like couples are broken up, the friends haven't talked to each other in a long time. It's just like so annoying, because I feel like even if you get back to it in the end of that movie of them being like together and happy, then I don't trust it, because I'm like, well, you already broke them up once off screen and made the friendship ruin, so how do I know you're not going to do that again, you know? But I really feel like I am just so excited to see them reunite and see what they've been up to, and how Evan is going to scare the absolute crap out of someone this time. So yeah, if you have seen the trailer, let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments. I'm so looking forward to it. Let me know what your thoughts, your theories are for everything, and what we can expect. Also, make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel down below to be seeing like discussions about the season when it premieres, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Had a little like genie in the bottle moment there.